Good midnight everyone, welcome back to your beloved drawback chess speedrun. Today we are playing 3 games from 2100 to 2200 rating points. The games are getting more and more difficult the higher we climb. And without any further ado, let's get into today's content. First game is played at 2130, Favorite Gambit. At the start of turn 11, you must not have a queen, and your opponent must have a queen. Absolutely impossible. Reveal drawback to opponent. E4. I've just noticed my opponent's name. I don't reveal. I've changed my mind, there is no way I'm losing to this coward. We will destroy him as fast as possible. E5. I'll open up the center. Queen H4. Okay, that is actually very annoying. My drawback wants opponent to have a queen, so if he can sack his queen I will lose for sure. But there's nothing I can do. Bishop D3. Knight C6. Knight F3. He keeps his queen alive. This is so hopeless. The fact that he developed his queen early like this makes me unable to develop my queen and go for an early checkmate. D takes E5. Bishop C5. Bishop F4. Knight E7. Alright, I don't think I can win quickly anymore, so at least let's try to let the queen die. I see. He has been waiting until it is nearly move 11 to sacrifice his queen. Now if he takes my queen, I will lose. If I take his queen, I will lose. And if I avoid the conflict, I cannot. Alright. I know what I have to do. Resignation. Your opponent's drawback was Warlord. At the start of move 12 and onwards, your king must not be on the first 2 ranks, or you lose. So I lose on move 11, but my opponent loses on move 12. This game was already doomed from the very start. Second game, let's go. Second game was played at 2160. Friendly fire. Can only move to squares defended by your other pieces. Also sounds very impossible. Reveal drawback to opponent. I can't even go E4 because there is nothing defending that square. D3. E5. E4. On second thought E4 might have been a little too aggressive for this drawback, which basically forces me to play defensively. Bishop E4 check. C3. Knight C6. Aha. I cannot take his bishop because there is nothing else controlling B4. 3 moves into the game and this guy has already known how to take advantage over my drawback. A3. Now there are 2 pawns that can take his bishop, and he still doesn't care. I didn't even see that. Normally that blunders a queen, but my bishop cannot take his queen due to my drawback. And it turns out that now my opponent has a fork, which I physically cannot defend. I'll save the bishop. Queen takes G2. There are 2 possible checkmates in one for him. I have to defend. This is so hopeless. He took the rook. Knight F3. And it turns out that I'm actually still blundering this knight due to my drawback. My god, this is so annoying. Ha! Never mind. Bishop E3. Since he didn't see my knight hanging last move, there is absolutely no reason for him to see it this move. Absolutely. My queen has to stay defending my bishop. F takes C3. Knight F6. Knight BD2. There is a small chance that his drawback prevents him from taking my knights, but we don't have enough information to conclude, and even if it was true, there is not much I can do because my drawback is already preventing me from making aggressive attacking moves. Castle. Castle. Knight g5. He's attacking my e-pawn. I have to provide another defender. He can still take it though, my queen is overloaded. But he took the other pawn instead. And in this position, something unexpected happened. My opponent resigned. Why? Well, who cares anyway? Third game, let's go. 1 win and 1 loss, this game settles the score for this entire video. Homeland security. If your opponent moves into your 16 starting squares, you lose. Absolutely impossible. Reveal drawback to opponent. I don't even see how am I supposed to survive my position. Our only choice is to be aggressive. e5. Queen h4 will fork 2 forbidden squares, which confirms an unavoidable loss. Knight f3 is kinda forced. Knight c6. Knight b4 forking 2 squares is a threat. a3. Knight d4. That is also forking 2 squares. Knight takes d4 is kinda forced. Queen h4 and I lose. Didn't happen. h4. Bishop c5. Aha. Of course I have to lock that bishop down. Ha. I seriously cannot believe the game is still alive. Who knows, maybe we can actually win this game. Knight f6. Attack. Same old plan, has to be aggressive. d5. Aha. Now knight g4 forks 2 squares, bishop e2. d takes e4. I cannot take that pawn because knight takes also forks 2 squares. Aggressive. e takes d3. I'll take with queen. Queen d5. I lost. Well, I mean, you know what they say. If you cannot defend, attack. Never mind. I'm surprised this drawback isn't considered very difficult. Even without revealing, there are a ton of things to be worried about. But anyway. 1 win means 100% win rate. 2 losses, each gives me minus 100% win rate. Therefore, 100% times minus 100% times minus 100%. Drawback chess 2200 speedrun, 100% win rate.